Hey folks, Dude here, coming at you of all things, coming at you on Wednesday, February 10th, Ash Wednesday, so if you're Catholic, do be sure to get your on the forehead from the Padre. And today's video is going to be, well, I made mention of it in the previous, zombie, bad times, eating good stuff, kind of and I was talking about, of all things, I was talking about these guys. Well, today, the proof is in the pudding. And I know nothing good can come from this. And I was talking to one of my buddies from Australia, and he's going, I've never tried biscuits and gravy. It's like, no, dude, you got to try sausage, biscuits, and gravy. And I shipped him a few recipes, so hopefully that comes out, and he gets to be able to try that stuff. And truthfully, if you guys don't know what biscuits and gravy is, especially sausage gravy, it is at your loss. Definitely one of those Americana things that we just truly adore. So I guess it's worth to try to ingest this. So what am I thinking of doing to myself here? I need a pair of scissors. Oh, what am I thinking? Went to Wally World, picked this up. It's like $5, four and change. Not cheap. So, from north to south, let's just, do it and get it over with. Okay, first and foremost, there is like chunks of there in the mix of biscuits. Take out your oxygen absorber. It gets pitched. And I need to get some boiling water, I guess. Open package, remove and discard oxygen absorber. Carefully add 3/4 cup boiling water. Stir carefully. Close. Rain. This is 4 minutes. Stir again. Let's stay at 8-9 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do this in segments. And I'm going to go boil some water. And we'll go from there. Nothing good can come from this. Nothing. Alright, so we're back yet again. Obviously, you can see I got steam coming off of this. And this is going to be one of those inside the realm of doing things correctly. Doing stuff safe, okay? If you microwave water, what happens is it stores a lot of energy. And if you don't give it some place for the energy to, like, kick the water up and cavitate and do all that bubbling things like normally like boiling water does, it stores the energy. Then as soon as you jostle the glass, poof, it just expends all that energy and just sprays everywhere. Something as simple as throwing in a toothpick, just a standard regular old toothpick, or a chopstick is all that needs to be done. You never want to put metal in a microwave, but you need to give some place for the water to start having a place to raise its bubbles and, of course, start doing its agitation, cavitation, what usually happens with, like, boiling water. It bubbles up and all that sort of stuff. If you microwave it without a place for all that energy to go to, it stores it and it just goes pow. Don't do that to yourself. Now, what does this thing actually look like from its basic starting point? Kind of has a little bit of a sagey, peppery thing. The biscuits look like, cat turds, okay? They are really not the most, they look like croutons or cat turds, and they're really not the most appealing. So, what does this say to do next? It says, carefully add the boiling water. Well, duh. You don't want to dump it down your pants. Duh. Okay, so 3/4 cup boiling water. Of course, I'm pouring it everywhere because this measuring cup sucks. Stupid measuring cup. Anyway, so I have that added in. Of course, in a camping situation, you're not going to care if you're spilling some water. Okay, so add water. Stir carefully because they don't want to have the lawyers, seeking them out and suing the snot out of them. Okay, so agitate carefully. It kind of has a little bit more of something going on there. Okay, that is stirred. It looks pretty much like puke. It does not look like biscuits and gravy. Now, I'm going to be a very harsh critic of this one, folks, okay? I'm going to tell you that from the north to the south of the thing because, there's north and south. Okay, there's a lot of things I can tell you about biscuits and gravy, and I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. Okay, stir carefully, close zipper, optional after 4 minutes, stir again. Okay, so I'm going to break off on this one, give it 4 minutes, give it a second stir, another segment. I'm really not that confident about this. I'm really, really not. Let me break off on this one for the next segment. I'm not into this right now. Okay, we've gotten past the 4-minute point or 5-minute point or whatever it is. I was watching somebody else doing some other various videos talking about, of course, my buddy Ammohead73. He was doing one of his usual house shooting things. Guy cracks me up. He shoots out the back door of his house and shoots old frying pans. Check out his channel. He's a fun guy. Does some awesome cooking, too. Okay, so how are things looking? Well, we've dropped some of the pukey attitude. It's still really sloppy, okay? It is... Okay, if you guys know sausage, biscuits, and gravy, the gravy is not like slop, okay? It's actually got this really nice gravy thing going on. It is not soup. It's thicker, okay? At the 4-minute point, it hasn't really changed all that much. Kind of got more consistent. It's got the consistency. Doing my Sean Sean imitation there. It's in consistency. It's in Sean Connery's type of parlance of it's got consistency. Because he can't say the s sound, he says shush. Like instead of saying Stuttgart, he says Stuttgart. Anywho, so it says mix it up after 4 minutes. Let's stand 8 or 9 minutes. We're not quite there yet. I'm still not very confident in this one, and it's going to continue percolating, reconstituting, and unpukifying, and we'll go from there. Sausage, biscuits, and gravy should probably never, ever come in a little camping bag. Segment 3 in the can. Alright, folks, we have gotten the required time period in for the rat slop and puke fest. I'm sorry, the sausage, biscuits, and gravy. But they just say biscuits and gravy. But if you look in here in the definition and description thereof, they're saying buttermilk biscuits with gravy and pork patty crumbles. I found them on a mountainside somewhere, and somebody threw this in front of me. And I was a southerner. Well, I'd probably be a little insulted to start with. Second off, I am in a southern state. Yeah, I know you have those people going, well, Maryland's not south enough. Dude, the line's got to take place somewhere. We were an occupied state in the Civil War. We're a southern state. I commend this to you, and those of you who are in the southern states, please forgive me for doing this on camera. Dear Lord, I thank you for these wonderful gifts, and I use them to further serve you. In Jesus' name, amen. Please help me on this one. Tabs companions, I committed to you. I might join you soon. Alright, right off the bat, it is really, really floury. Like, they didn't, like, get the flour, like, cooked out of the roux, which is part of it. You know, you use some of the bacon grease, you throw some butter in there, you make a roux. That is your gravy base. Then you cook it down, get it thickened up, throw your sausage back in after you've rendered your sausage out. That's how you make sausage gravy, okay? The biscuits did reconstitute. They actually do have the correct, pretty much, mouthfeel. You know, they kind of got in that, like, soaking in the gravy kind of a thing. They really busted their ass to try to get this to this point. The biscuits and some component parts of it are still crunchy and dry. So, I'm going into this saying, but the actual execution is not so terrible. But there is a whole heck of... I mean, there is a lot of gravy in here for not near enough biscuits. Yes, there is some sausage in here. You can see the little bits of sausage in there. I'm going to try to get some of those now. Okay, if I absolutely had to have this in lieu of having nothing, out of 5 stars, I'm going to give this for, like, best sausage, biscuits, and gravy to absolute worst sausage, biscuits, and gravy. This would probably be on par with about a half step under, like, average. Flavor-wise, it does taste like sausage, biscuits, and gravy. The biscuits have reconstituted. Some parts of it are still dry and kind of crunchy, which is kind of off-putting. The actual gravy itself it's thin, okay? I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. The gravy is thin, like very thin. In terms of the actual mouthfeel, Yeah, it kind of does have a bit of the sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Excuse me, tiger juice. For the actual execution from Mountain House, for them to have the set to actually perform this and put this out there, I'm gonna give them definite kudos on that one. I'm gonna give them definite kudos on that one. Okay, for anybody that says, okay, we're gonna take an attempt to make something that's so uniquely American, and I know there's a lot of people that see me in other countries, but for you guys to take something that's so uniquely American and very, very regionally specific and make a swing at it, I'm gonna give you guys credit. If I was on a mountainside and this is all I really had to suck down on, and I was looking for comfort food, yes, it would fill the bill. Is it good? It's okay. All right. So out of 5 stars, I'm gonna say it is 2, possibly 2.5. Would you guys want to have this and put this in your quiver? Probably not, because there's other stuff out there and there's better stuff out there. Truthfully, if I was going to be running and gunning on this stuff, what I would do is I would throw some additional protein in here. I would have some rice in here, or I would kick it up with some other thing to kind of give it more oomph. Okay, because you already got a decent base there, but it needs more. Also, considering it's only 300 calories, you definitely need more. You're going to be starving out if you try to live on this stuff. I'm going to break up this one, folks. Eat good, keep tendering. As always, you know it, you love it. Mountain House sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Not so terrible. I commend it to you. See you guys.